Good afternoon, Adam here from Aqualife Hub with another episode on my 150-gallon Reef tank. I know it's been a couple weeks since I last posted a video. Just busy with work, busy with other things. But we're back here with another episode. Not a whole lot to discuss today. I spent a good 2 or 3 hours working on the tank today, just doing water changes, basic maintenance, and I actually changed out the felt pad on my I guess it's an algae-free hammerhead glass scrubber. I quite like this thing personally, but about every 6 months you have to change out the pad. But glass is nice and clean. Definitely worked a lot better since I've been putting it off because it's just sort of a pain. But let's talk about what's going on with the tank. On my last episode, we discussed the new Reef Wave 45. So it's been in there, I guess, now about 3.5 weeks. So far, so good. I'm having some issues with the wireless capabilities. Can't get it to stay synced. Every time, I turn everything off to do a water change, I can't get it to resync. It's just a gigantic pain. So that's definitely one downside. So right now, it's actually just running off one of the default programs on the box, not through the wireless. So that is a concern, but flow-wise, I can definitely tell the difference. As far as new livestock goes, it's just this new homophyllia Bowerbanki. It's a cool blue and purple. I know the angle's not great, but it has a nice, interesting looking green rim. So this is the only new piece I've picked up. I just happened to grab it while I was in Raleigh last weekend. The rest of the corals are looking really good. So this, excuse me, clownfish, thank you. And you can see I glued him down. He's growing in nicely. This acro, he's a little bleached. He's growing down into the rock. So, hopefully he'll color up once he gets nice and settled in. And then this Montipora digitata, those two new splits are both brand new. I can see it grow daily. And actually this bird's nest is finally starting to come back a little bit. The color's improving. It's getting a little more growth. The base still looks, is still totally all bailed out. But you can see that there's definitely some growth on the ends. You can see the nice white tips. So that's very encouraging. And perhaps the biggest change over the last couple weeks is my zoas. Let's get a better view if we can. They're not in a great spot for it, but they are starting to look healthy again. I've actually started doing some additional coral feeding, and I can tell the difference. And I think hopefully the only problem I was having was just a lack of nutrients, because that appears to be the case. Because honestly, they're starting to look great again. The LPS continue to do well. My newest hammer is definitely my favorite coral. There's a reason people like these wall hammers, even if they're a little sketchy to keep alive. Because there's nothing quite like this giant ball of green and purple. And then of course the other torch and hammer look fine. And mushroom alley back here, they look nice and healthy, and hopefully these hairy mushrooms have always done really well, and they're almost back. These three, I got it as one, now it's split to three, and this one on the right is almost the same size that the original one was, so hey, maybe I'll get some more splits here in the near future. This Montipora continues to shelf outward, which is pretty neat. The original piece I got is this really sort of thick center section. Then all the new growth has just been these little thin shelves. So I guess it's just a difference in water condition, lighting, I don't know. but it's grown completely different than the original stock that I got it from. And then this staghorn hasn't grown, but sorry, let's get it in focus here. He's never really grown, but he's colored back up to how he looked when I originally got him. So hopefully he'll start to show some growth here in the near future. Not really much else to discuss today. I just wanted to give everybody a quick update. You can see the Duncan. That's a little hard. Let's see if we can get a better angle. As you can see, he's got 2 or 3 new heads that are slowly getting bigger, and you can actually see the base starting to curve out along the edges of the frag plug. So everything is growing. It's growing slowly, but it's all growing. So I'm excited about it. I guess I'm at the 7th month mark now. So getting outside that initial painful 6 months, and I know that most tanks don't really start to grow until about a year in. So I'm optimistic, and I really do think my current progress has been pretty good. But it's definitely a lot of work. The maintenance is no joke, and you really just can't slack on it. Because I went a little longer than usual this time around, and I could start to see the difference just because I've been so busy with work. But that's about all I had today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.